Hi friends, Allison here sharing some inspiration for Scrapbook Nerd. The theme for this week was the dealer's choice, meaning the designer got to decide what theme they wanted to choose. So I went with a sweet theme and chose fruit. Now I know lemon isn't sweet, it's actually sour, but I thought it worked for the theme anyways. And I chose the lemons because there's a lemon in the Heidi Swapp Storyline chapters collection, the ephemera pack, that I absolutely loved. And I wanted more of it. So I decided to create my own. I used my Cricut to cut all of the lemons. And then I took a brown journaling pen that I had in my stash and made a whole bunch of dots on one side of the lemon, just in one spot, to make it look a little more authentic. And then once that was done, I proceeded to put the layout together. So that is what I'm doing right now. In particular, I'm putting together the main cluster that the title is going to be adhered on. So I cut a scalloped circle and then matted it with a white circle underneath, just so that it was all the same level and even. And then I'm going to glue the tag that says sweet, or the pennant, to that after I added the lemons. So I'm gluing sweet on top of that, and then life, which is the other part of my title, is going to go beneath that. The title of this layout, if you haven't guessed by now, is The Sweet Life. It's a layout about my cat and how kind she is to let us live in the house with her. We all know what cats are like, and she is no exception, even though she's incredibly affectionate. A cat is a cat and always will be a cat. So now that I have the main photo cluster, or not photo cluster, but the cluster that the title, my word, goes on, I'm going to add the rest of the lemons to the layout. And I'm not adding them with any method in mind. I'm just kind of putting them where I think they look good. It ends up kind of being a very loose sort of S shape along the right-hand side of the layout. And I just love the look of the lemons just kind of cascading down the page. Some of the lemons were added with some foam squares just to give it some dimension and height. There's the picture, the main star of my layout. It's Miss Ava sitting on my husband's shoulder. She does not sit with him very often, so this was extra special, and I'm glad I got a picture of it. Now, I could have stopped at the lemons, but I didn't feel like it was complete. So I found some strawberries as well, cut the strawberries, and then did the same thing that I did to the lemons with the strawberries. But instead of a brown journaling pen, I used a black one just to create the seeds that would live inside a strawberry. And of course, because this is a layout using Heidi Swapp Storyline chapters, I went to the paper pad and sticker book and pulled out some stickers. I also used some of the cardstock. I matted the photo on some brown cardstock just to pull a little bit more of that color into the layout, because it feels very yellow heavy. There are some brown elements in there, but not a lot. So I just chose another brown cardstock to tie that all in together. I'm happy with the placement of the photo there, so I'm going to throw some adhesive on it, tuck it beneath the scallop circle, and there is the lemon that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the ephemera. It's like a vellum lemon. I really, really liked it, and I wanted to use it somewhere on this layout. I do eventually use it. I put it up at the top of the page on the right-hand side because I felt like it was just uneven. I don't know, that's the way my brain works, I guess. So I do work it in there eventually. I tried adding some of the other ephemera to the layout just beneath the title, and I didn't care for it so much, so I ended up taking that off. I'm adding a little leaf there. That's another vellum piece from the ephemera pack. And I add just a couple stickers, some flowers to the lemons, because there's already some flowers in the strawberries as well. So I'm just pulling more floral elements into this layout. So once I have the stickers adhered, I'm going to take my ruler and a pencil and mark out some lines on either side of the picture. I make a couple lines to the left-hand side of the picture, and then just one more line kind of where there's a break in between the lemons. And we'll use that to add my journaling. You can see that I'm still playing around with the ephemera, trying to add a few more elements to this layout. But I end up opting out of using those. I don't think I actually add the vellum lemon until the very end. I might not have even recorded that, but it does end up in this layout. And then the piece just below the title I end up taking out and just leaving blank. So here I have my ruler and pencil. I'm just marking out lines for my journaling, and I'll add that with the brown journaling pen. And with that, this layout is pretty well done. It's very clean, very simple, lots of white space, which I love. And this layout makes my heart sing. I think it's so sweet. And I love the fruit. I got to do a little bit more of this because I'm absolutely digging it. I do have some close-ups at the end of this video, so if you want to stick around for that, that would be awesome. Otherwise, make sure you give this video a like, thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you found it inspiring, and I will be back again soon with more inspiration for Scrapbook Nerd. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I will see you again soon. Bye.